On their website, the Franklin Covey Company writes, wasted time, lost opportunities, and unproductive meetings occur due to poor presentation. As working professionals, a lot can go wrong when we lack the ability to persuade and inspire our team. On the other hand, a lot can go right when we have that ability to do so. So in today's episode of the Buife Nomeh live show, we are going to be looking at 3 benefits of having an excellent presentation skill. My name is Buife Nomeh, your host, and as you know, I always bring this show to you every week on Thursdays by 5 p.m., sometimes with a guest and sometimes solo. So this is one of those episodes where I'm going to be riding solo, and I cannot wait to share with you the thing that I have for you today. 3 benefits of excellent presentation skills. Hi, Wisdom Counseling. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. All right, guys, when you join me, do tell me where you're joining from. I'm excited. I've had a really good day. Yeah, I'm going to say good day. And I'm just like so happy that I get to do this with you today as well. All right, so we're going to go into it immediately. When we talk about presentation skills, one of the things that I hear from some of my clients is that they tend to run away from giving presentations. Sometimes not all presentations, but those ones that from my point of view could actually be a game changer for them. They run from those ones, but they manage to stick around for the ones that have little or no impact on their career. Now, if you are one of those people who tend to say no when you are asked to deliver presentations, here is your cautionary tale. Stop saying no. Stop saying no. There are a lot of things that you are missing out on if you do not present. Okay, so many things, and I'm going to be sharing with you 3 benefits of presenting at work. But before I get into that, let me share with you some things you are missing out on that I know you want, but you're missing out on them because you're not presenting. The first thing is that you're missing out on the opportunity to build self-confidence. Now, I know that most times people say no to presenting because they feel they don't have that confidence. They're too afraid of the outcome, of failing, of making a mistake, of leaving a bad impression on their boss or colleagues. And as a result, they dodge opportunities to present. But here's the thing. Speaking is one of those things that you get better at the more you do it. Speaking is one of those things that you get better at the more you do it. So the more you present, the better at presentation you become. The more you present, the better at presentation you become. Which means that the more you run away from presenting, the less good you are at it. So every time you get that opportunity to speak, there's still a chance that you do a poor job. So you don't want to do that, right? What you need to do to improve your self-confidence, take advantage of presentation opportunities. Now, when you say yes to delivering presentations, it forces you, quote unquote, it forces you to go put in your best, to do the most that you need to do in order to excel excel when you deliver that presentation. So it forces you to do that. And when you get into that, you have to practice, you have to prepare, you have to rehearse and all that. And then when you deliver it, see, there are some people that I've worked with whose stage fright runs deep. Like it really runs deep in their subconscious mind. But there are some that, frankly, all they need to do is just to step out, deliver that presentation, and they see that there's nothing to it. Then they get more comfortable doing it. And you might just be one of those few people. So go out and deliver presentations to see how great you come out after that. All right. The second opportunity that you are missing out on is the opportunity to really shine at work. To shine at work. When you deliver presentations, there are a lot of things that you reveal about yourself, and one of them is your thinking pattern, your knowledge level, and your thinking pattern, how you think about issues, your perspective about things. These are things that people may not really know about you until they hear you, they listen to you. So you want to take advantage of presenting so that you can show people, you can let your boss, you can let your colleagues see how you think. Now, these can open a lot of doors for you because you know that you are a brilliant person, you know that you are great at your work. Why don't you just let other people see that? Why don't you let them see that so that they too can know? Nobody's going to promote you just because you know that you are good. You have to show them that you are good for you to be promoted. You have to show them that you are good. So get out there, say yes to opportunities to present, and do it right. Hi, HR expert lady, thank you so much for joining. Hi, Mama Chikailang, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Hello, Rio Speaks, thank you for watching. The more you practice, the better you become. Yes. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. The third thing that I want to share with you before I get into the 3 benefits of presenting at work, the third disadvantage when you say no that I want to share with you is that you actually miss the opportunity to improve and enhance your professionalism. There's a lot of reasons why I love communication, okay? It's your everything you do, you communicate, whether verbally or non-verbally, we communicate. Whether you are writing a post on Instagram or calling a friend or calling a client or talking to your colleague at work, sharing something with them, telling them, giving them instruction on the work that they have to do. Those are communication. Now, when you get into presentation, what you're doing is that you're giving yourself that platform to become better at communication, all other forms of communication. So if you are giving a presentation, you have to research, right? You have to research, you have to deduce the key points that you're going to share during your presentation, and you have to deliver it. You learn how to tell stories. You learn how to give examples. You learn how to use your facial expressions and your gestures and all those things to fascinate your audience and get them to buy into your idea. But when you say no to delivering presentations, you actually miss out on that opportunity. So stop saying no. I love this quote by Warren Buffett, and I always like to share it. Warren Buffett said that if you cannot communicate and talk to other people and get your idea across, you are giving up your potential. Are you giving up your potential? Most important question, are you ready to stop giving up your potential? And if you are, I'm going to be writing in to share with you 3 benefits of presenting at work. 3 benefits of presenting at work. Nobody will reward you for value they don't know. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so there are 3 benefits. There are a lot of benefits, but I just want to share with you 3 of them, and we'll quickly end this broadcast today. The first benefit that I want you to know is that when you present, you earn more influence and income. Think about it. When you present at work, what happens is that, like I talked about, people see you as knowledgeable. People see you as knowledgeable. And for when you have to give sales presentations, for instance, people, you know that already, people don't buy products and services. They buy people. They buy people who they like. They buy people who they have a connection or feel a connection with. They buy people who they want to be like. So that is the essential reason why people buy. I look at you, I feel, oh, I want to be like this person, or I want to be friends with this person, or I want to be an acquaintance with this person. I love how they are friendly, how they are patient, how they are helpful, how they care, and all those things. And that is really what pushes people to buy. Now, research has shown that people actually make their purchasing decision emotionally and then justify it logically. So they decide, I want to buy this product, I need this product, I love this person, I want to buy his or her product. And then they now say, oh, I think the reason I want to buy is because it's cheap, it's better. That's not the real reason. The real reason is that they have connected with this sales professional. They love the person and they want to take advantage. They want to have something to do with you, or they want to reward you. So if you have been, this is one benefit of speaking, of presenting our work. When you get the opportunity, go out and present. And even as a business owner, you have your business, don't shy away from making presentations. Take your sales presentations, even as a solo entrepreneur, seriously. Put in the work, understand your clients, understand what they need, where they are, their goals, their aspirations, and tailor your sales presentation to meet their needs. You're going to be earning more influence and more money, because when they choose to buy from you, that equals money, right? All right. Thank you so much, Classic Cerny, for joining. Hi, Classic Cerny. How have you been? You still have my pen. You still have my pen. I need my pen back. All right. The second benefit of presenting at work is that you get to network with high value managers in your company. So here's how this works out. When you get the opportunity to share an idea with your boss or with your bosses, you are creating an opportunity and a platform for them to see your value and the quality of person that you are. In his book, The 5 Levels of Leadership, John C. Maxwell shared a story or a poem. I can't remember which it was, but one of the lines that stood out for me, it was a poem. One of the lines that stood out to me in that poem is that the writer says, producers love producers. Producers love producers. So when you're doing all right, people who are doing all right want to have you in their corner. Nobody wants a Debbie Downer. Nobody wants a problem producer. No one wants people who are part of the problem around them. But when people see people who are a part of the solution, who are bringing value, who are insightful, who are intelligent, who are knowledgeable, who are charismatic, the resulting effect is that they want to pull that person into their circle. And sometimes these people will be your boss. Now, in the work environment, you may not have that level, you may not have that smooth access to your boss, but because you delivered excellently, your boss gives you that access and invites you into his circle. So that is a wonderful benefit. The other benefit is, I remember in 2016, my boss then, he asked me to represent him at a conference. He was invited to speak, but on that same day, he had a business presentation. He had to go do a sales presentation for our company. And so he asked me to go represent him at that conference. It was a conference for secondary school students. So teachers, schools, different government schools and private schools, they brought their students for that conference. And at the end of the delivery, it was actually my boss who designed his slide and everything, but I used it, put in my own flair, and I represented him, spoke really well. At the end, one of the GNCs took my number and she was like, I love how you presented and I want you to come speak at my school. That was how that relationship started. I got to train her students. I got to train the core members that were serving in her school. That was like in 2016. I think that was like the very first, one of the first speaking engagements I had back then, right? And it all came because my boss saw the value that I brought. Because prior to that, I had volunteered, strategically volunteered to handle some of the trainings we were having at the company then. So he has seen what I could do, and he asked me to represent him at that conference, and the doors opened. So that is one benefit of presenting at work. Don't say it's not part of my job description. Don't say I'm not good at it. Don't say, oh, why don't you guys give it to this other person? I have a lot already. Find the time and give it your best. You can never tell who you get to connect with and the opportunities that open up to you from that. All right. If you're joining me, please let me know where you're joining from. And if you're getting value from this, do type that in the comments. Type that in the comments. I want to know that I am actually helping you this evening. I'm talking about presentation advantage, benefits of presenting at work. Okay, and I'm sharing 3 benefits with you. The first one that I shared is that it will help you earn more influence and more income. The second benefit is that it provides that it gives you access to network with high value individuals, whether within or outside your company. The third and final benefit that I want to share with you today is that presenting at work helps you to increase or improve your critical thinking skills. It helps you think better. It helps you think critically better. And critical thinking skills helps you in solving problems. It helps you in solving problems. When you solve problem, you earn more. Check statistics. Read stories. The people who earn more are the people who solve more problems. I love how Zig Ziglar puts it. He said, if you can have everything you want in life, if you can help as many other people get what they want in life. Now, you don't just do abracadabra and you're able to help people solve their problems. It doesn't happen that way. You have to think, you have to come up with ideas, you have to study, you have to research, you have to get into people's experiences, understand what is going on, analyze data, all those stuff, present data, be able to communicate data and communicate the value that you're bringing to the people to help them and say, oh, I think this is really what I need. So when we talk about presenting at work, it helps you to improve your critical thinking skills. Hi, Pastor Jimmy. Good evening, sir. So good to have you. Thank you so much for joining. You just made my evening, sir. Thank you so much, sir. All right. So when you present, it helps you become better at critical thinking. Now, I shared a quote from John C. Maxwell's book earlier, where he says that producers love producers. So the more problems you solve, the more significant you become, the more money you earn. Think about that. So stop dodging opportunities to present at work. Now, I've shared 3 benefits. The other thing that I want to leave with you before I go this evening is, when you say yes to presenting, you have to really give it your best. You have to give it your best. You don't say yes and then wing it or go with the flow, like whatever happens, happens. No, that's not what I mean. You take the time, do your research, come up with content, structure your ideas in a way that flows logically and deliver excellently. You have to learn techniques to improve your presentation skills. I often tell people that I'm an introvert, but once I start talking, it doesn't show. But the truth is, I am a very quiet, reserved, rather be alone kind of person, but it doesn't help anybody in the marketplace. I like being alone, doesn't help anybody in the marketplace. You have to get out, you have to step out. And so I came up with this. I came up with this hashtags: get seen, get heard, make sense, because it reminds me of what needs to be done, but it's also a message to you. You want to get seen, you want to get heard, and you want to make sense. Now, it is this sense part that I'm talking to you about now. You have to take your presentations seriously. What is the thing you want? What is the question you need to answer in your presentation? Who is your audience? What is the best way of delivering this information to them to help them buy into what you're selling to them? you need to put in the work. And if you need help improving the quality of your presentation skills, I would be so glad to work with you in my Average to Star Presenter online course. We've already started the August edition and the August-September edition. So the next edition is coming up in October, but you can register right now and we will have you in the course. During the course, we help you to discover areas that you're already good at when it comes to speaking and presenting, because we all have that innate ability to communicate. So that is the first thing we do. We help you discover where you are already great at before we now delve into the areas that you need improvement. And guys, here is something. Presentation is an art. In other words, there is a method to it. You just need to learn the techniques. You need to understand what happens, what needs to happen, how it works, how you need to frame your information to deliver it and inspire or persuade your audience, depending on your purpose. And all of these things I teach you in the Average to Star Presenter online course. If you would want to be a part of that course, do send me a DM and we will continue that discussion there. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Oscar, for joining. Thank you, Oka Francis, for joining. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Imade. Thank you so much for joining. So we're going to be wrapping this up today. I shared with you the 3 benefits of presenting at work. But before that, I shared with you the 3 benefits of not presenting at work, of saying no and of running away from presentation. And I said that to enjoy the benefits of speaking at work or presenting at work, like earning more influence, more money, improving your critical thinking skills and all that, you need to put in the work, develop yourself, build up your presentation skills, your ability to persuade, your ability to tell stories, your ability to convince, your ability to inspire, motivate, whatever your goal is, whether you are facilitating a business meeting, delivering a sales presentation, delivering a product presentation, or even speaking online during a virtual training, you have to improve your skills. All right. Thank you so much, guys. This has been the Buife Nomeh live show, brought to you by yours truly, Buife Nomeh. And like you know, I'm a confidence and presentation skills coach, and I help working professionals like yourself to communicate your ideas effectively and confidently, whether on camera, in person, or on stage. And you can grab a copy of my book, Your Complete Guide to Beat Stage Fright for Good. Link is on my bio, and I can't wait to give you a copy of that book. Thank you so much for being a part of this week's edition. Yes, the professor is here. And he made my day. Thank you so much, everyone. Do have a fantastic evening. Bye.